if you've got 415,000 euros to spare, you might want to get yourself one of these Concorde Liner Pluses. It's got a garage for a car, and I don't think the price actually includes the car. Enormous vehicle. I mean, it's like driving a lorry. It is a total of 11.5 meters long. It's 245 centimeters wide, which will, I suspect, be too wide for most people to drive. It's rather difficult. 386 centimeters high. You're going to need a driving license for 15 tons, which most of us don't have. But look at that, you've got almost 5 tons payload. I mean, even the vehicle at the back, it's hardly going to be noticeable. Let's have a look inside. Well, obviously, with a vehicle like this, you certainly don't want to have any guests messing it up, and so there's no spare bed above the lounge. On the other hand, you might want to invite people in the VW van next to you to come round for a drink so they can see. Look at the amount of light and space. Now when I talk about light, obviously lights are on here. We're in a hall. This is Dusseldorf, it's caravan salon, and it's darkish outside. But you can imagine if you're outside how much light is going to be streaming in. This is like a luxury hotel. I stayed in Charles Hotel in Munich, which is the best hotel I've ever stayed in, and I think my room was something like this to a certain extent. Anyway, coming through here, kitchen is utterly enormous. Look at the amount of space there for preparation. You normally don't see that much space unless you go to watch England play football. That is amazing, absolutely incredible. Okay, plenty of space on this side as well. If you're a cook, that's probably the sort of thing you are looking for. And you know what this is? How many vehicles have one of them? In fact, it's the first time I've ever seen a dishwasher in a motorhome. I did actually see though these sort of a dishwasher that was made by can't remember the name of the company now. It was the sort of thing you get from Rymo or these other big company that sells accessories. Not that I would have actually trusted something like that, but a Dometic one, that's great. I certainly would. You've got an oven down here as well. That's a rather odd place for your AEG oven, but okay, where else can you actually put it? There's not a huge amount of space otherwise to put it in. Enormous fridge. I think enormous fridges are a bit pointless because of the amount of gas they take, but then again you get 415,000 for the vehicle. I don't suppose buying a bit of gas is going to be a problem for you. Coming through here we have a little bit of hanging space. And more hanging space on the other side. In this room here, which I'm now, henceforth going to call the dressing room, because you've got your toilet, you've got your shower, you've got a very nice sink, and maybe this is a sort of place where in bygone days people used to get dressed, and not next to the bed where most of us do it anyway. You've also got your hanging space here. To keep your clothes. Bedroom, absolutely enormous. Now, the head clearance here is not so good. Now, I'm ducking now. I would say that this is about, what, 165 maybe. So, obviously, you've got a garage below. The car's in there. The Mercedes chassis can only go up so high. So, that is probably the reason why this here isn't any bigger. But you do actually have to approach it somewhat with the back bend. Bit of hanging space on either side. Sliding door, should you wish to close it here. And should you not, there you go, there's a sliding door. Should you not, you can leave it open. I like to leave things open, but if somebody in the toilet, you might want to close it. It's a lovely vehicle for two, in retirement. Travel the world in this, although as I say, a vehicle of this size and this width will take a lot of training. This is not the most expensive vehicle here. There are vehicles which cost more money. There are vehicles which cost nearly 3 times as much, but let's face it, it's a lot of money and is really something only for the very wealthy.